Hello, I'm Kitty Robinson and I want to show you a really fun game that I have enjoyed over the years with my children. And it's so simple. Start with an old oatmeal container. You could use any kind of container, but I just cut a lid or a hole in the top of the lid, a slit in the top of the lid. As you can see, this is pretty worn out. This is not Pinterest perfect, but one of the things I want to show you with some of the games is that you can just use things around your house that you were just going to throw away. Your kids don't care if it has a pretty printable on it or if it's all matchy-matchy. It's just supposed to be fun for them. So if you want to make it pretty, you go right ahead. Ours is pretty worn out. Anyway, I've cut a slit in here. It's got to be the size for this to fit in it. This is the top off of an orange juice, frozen juice container. So when you go buy frozen juice at the store and you pull the little plastic thing off the top, this pops off. You can also use lids to mason jars, but they're a little sharper on the edge. I would check that, see what you're comfortable with. These do not have a sharp edge, so that's why I use these. And as you can see, we drink a lot of frozen orange juice. And so every time we use one, I just stick one of these in the drawer, set it aside, and then put them into use. So your slit needs to be able to fit this in there. And then the other thing you'll need is a magnet. This is a magnet that is sold, it's a tool that's sold at Walmart for canning. So when you boil your lids, you just stick this down in there and it pulls them out of the water so that you don't burn your hands. So it's a magnet and it picks these up. So little hands love this tool, and I only have it with this game, so I don't let them use it a lot of time, all the time, so it's special. But they love this tool and they love to pick up these little lids. They like to dangle it, and then they like to fit it in there, and they like to let it go. They love to do like this. They just have so much fun with this. I would say anywhere from 2 years on up, as long as you're watching for this magnet, because you know that can be a hazard for a little one if that came loose. But as long as that's good in there, this is great for very little ones, even toddlers. They would have so much fun with this. You can use it just as a busy game for them, put it on the floor and let them have the activity of just putting it in the container, and you're working on fine motor skills. From there, you can paint these. This is probably 10 years old paint. You could probably just cut out construction paper and glue it on there, that would be better, but I painted them and I had all different colors. And I would lay it out on the floor, we just sit on the floor, lay it out on the floor and say, give the child the magnet and say, grab the yellow one. And they would find yellow. Of course, the little ones are gonna call it lello. And they're gonna grab the lello one and they're gonna put it in the container with much fanfare from you. And they're gonna be so eager to do the next one because it's so much fun for them to find them with the magnet. And over time, they're gonna learn their colors that way. Super easy. Another option is to just put numbers on there. So number recognition. You can use digits, or you could put 3 dots on there and let them count, or 3 stars, whatever you want. And so you spread out the numbers. If they're just starting, just do numbers 1 through 5 and have them search for those numbers 1 through 5. Okay, find number 4, or find the one with 4 dots. And then they get their little magnet and they find it and they have so much fun putting it in the can and hearing that fun noise. They love it. We've also done shapes. You can do this a lot fancier than I did. I just want what's quick and easy and that I'm really gonna use and put to use quickly with my kids. So here's some shapes we've done. And then another thing I did with this that was so much fun is with our class at church, I used it to teach the children the Easter story. So if you'll pan down here, I just needed something real quick and I drew different parts to the story on here, and all the children passed this around and I tell them what their part of the story was. If they had to get the matzah, they searched for the matzah and picked it up with their magnet. It's like magic. These kids love the magnet. And they'd put it in the container. So those are all extra things you can do with this. But the main use I have this for is letter recognition and reading. So you can do the same thing with letters. If they've got 3 that they're working on, just start with 3 and tell them to find the one that says D, D, and have them find it and feel that success of putting it in the container. As they get better, you can add more to it. You can do capitals and lower cases. You really can do a lot with this. One of the fun things that we do with this is, let me show you real quick. I have my consonants green and my vowels orange. I thought it was a good idea when I made this like 10 years ago. You can do that if you want. It's not a necessity. You can always just write on the lids. You don't have to use the colors. Anyway, we do this. Put out two that make a sound. At, okay? So I've got that down, and it's gonna be noisy. I'm gonna slide these across. And I'm gonna put in front of the child all the letters that I can think of that I could put at the front of at to make a new word. So I've got my R for rat, and my C for cat, and my F for fat, and hat, and bat, and we'll go with a mat. Here's one. I probably lost one over the years and just filled it in with that. So that's ready to go. And let's get a child in here and put this into practice. Okay, Isaiah, come here, buddy. I got a game for us to play.
Ooh, I love this game.
I know you do. This is Isaiah. Isaiah, tell everybody how old you are.
5.
5. He's our youngest child. So, Isaiah, we're going to read what this says.
At.
At. Good. Now, I want you to pick one of these. I want you to pick the one that would make it, if we put it here, that would make it say fat. Can you do that? You going to use your magnet? Oh, I'm telling you how much they like the magnet. Here we go. All right. Now, you're going to lay on top of this one the one that says rat, the one that will make it say rat. Very good. Now, how about hat? Okay. Good. And these things stack pretty well, so it's fun for them. All right, now this time you pick one and tell me what your new word is that you're going to make.
Cat.
Good. All right, pick another one.
Mat.
Mat. Good. One more.
Bat.
Bat. Very good. All right, one more thing. This is another way you can do it. You can bring them in with it. You can bring them in with it stacked already like this, and you can have them kind of do the reverse and take them off. So watch this. Okay, tell me what this says.
Bat.
All right, I'm going to take it off and put it in the container. He gets a little creative with this part. Okay, what does that one say?
Mat.
Uh-huh. All right.
Cat.
Good job. Oh, it goes like that. What does that say?
Hat.
Yes. You are so smart. All right. What is that? Rat. Yep. And
Bat.
yay! You did a great job. Oh, give Mommy 5. Thanks. I got a magnet 5. I hope you have fun trying this at home.